but they're coming unstuck. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment, but let's bring you up. And there you go, have a little look at the top of the table, and you see that Tottenham missing that opportunity to get into second place, a point off Arsenal. They would have been if they'd taken the points, but they didn't tonight. And Manchester United hated pitch sides where Manchester United have just beaten Spurs 2-0. Patrice said it was the best performance he's seen under Erik Ten Hag. Will the manager, will hopefully speak to, but will he feel like this is now a team playing in the identity he wants them to, and this is his team?
It is. I think when Alan was trying to pick the man of the match, it was so difficult to find it because everyone played their part. It looks such a synchronized team. You've seen the idea from Erik Ten Hag from the beginning, but it was the execution, the way they pressed. They were happy to take risks. You saw the two wingers. Last time we saw Jadon Sancho, we said it seems that it doesn't take people on. Today, the two wingers were so intense to try to penetrate. Bruno Fernandes probably was in the best that we've seen this season. It's just everything came together as a performance.
And coming together against a team who came here knowing that a win would take them second in the table as well. So the biggest game in terms of consequence perhaps they faced this season as well.
I thought there was a superb balance from Manchester United all over the park, whether they were defending as a team, whether they were having protection off the midfielders in front of that back four, or whether when they were going forward in the press. And there was energy all over the park from start to finish. They were roared on from the crowd, and they didn't disappoint. They didn't let the crowd down. They went after Tottenham. They should have been in front before half-time. And we said, what were they going to change? Well, they didn't have to change much. They just had to change and put the ball in the back of the net, which, of course, is the hardest thing. They got that goal, then it was just a matter of how many, and there wasn't any reaction at all. They weren't allowed a reaction, Tottenham, because Manchester United just were compact and tight and didn't give them anything.
Let's have a little look then. 1-0. Fred starts with the count.
When they won the ball so quickly, it was impossible for Spurs to apply pressure. They would always find the space, and they were creating opportunities out of that pressure. Sometimes you can pressure and counter-press and not take you anywhere, but today every time they won the ball back high up the pitch, end up with a goal-scoring chance.
And Antonio Conte never won here as a manager. Spurs clearly have a bogey team in Manchester United as well, in terms of, you know, the team that they have been beaten by most in the Premier League. What did he get wrong for you tonight, tactically? And in terms of personnel, who didn't step up?
In terms of the change they made, Basuma, that was what was made to stiffen them up a little bit. Yeah, forced. But I mean, he could have put other options in there. It didn't really work for them because they didn't offer a forward threat, other than when Harry Kane had that opportunity, when you showed it at half-time, the way they broke when they committed 3 or 4 men forward. It was just before half-time, and he had that shot at David De Gea. Other than that, there wasn't anything. I mean, the Son and Kane were marked out of the game. I thought he left it too late with the changes. I was expecting when they went 2-0 down for them to, even before that, I was thinking something has to change, and nothing did, because they were being beaten in the game, and they had to come out and had to force and change something, and they never did.
So one of the other kind of narratives people will pick up on, and no doubt it will be in news in the morning, was Ronaldo walking off. I think it was about 89 minutes, leaving before the end of the match. Didn't make it off the bench tonight. And Alan discussed this in commentary with John Champion. You know, what do you do as a manager in that situation? Should he have intervened? Should he have told him to stay where he was? Of course, he's the man who is one of the greatest of all time. How do you have that conversation with him, Thierry?
Well, I don't know. That's a job that's going to have to deal with. Like I like to say, there was a game, a magnificent game for Man United. The story shouldn't be Ronaldo walking off. That will be.
But he makes it though, doesn't he? And
no, not for me.
But
not for me.
In terms of him doing that, he doesn't have to do that, does he? You wouldn't have done that, would you?
I think everyone is different, and I want to stay like on the United performance. It's not like to protect Cristiano or whatever. We don't know if he even say to Ten Hag, I'm going in, and we're going to make like a story just showing him like walking. Maybe he say to Ten Hag, you know, I'm going inside because I need to do some treatment or whatever. So I don't want to find any excuse, but I want to be focused more on the performance of United, and we have to stop talking every day about Cristiano.
I guess if he'd stayed sat on his seat, we wouldn't be talking about him, would we? So, what do you think Ten Hag will be most pleased with tonight?
In and about everything. Whenever there is a debate amongst us on who was man of the match, that tells you the team played really well. I like the way Fred played. I like the way Casemiro played, and I saw something that he did. It's not easy to arrive in a team, and you know, and have the impact that he had. And I'll tell you the impact that he had. It was away at Southampton, 86th minute, they're 1-0 up. De Gea puts the ball down, the centre-back splits to start to play out from the back. He walked down, he said, no, kick it long. We're here to win. I was like, whoa, that's your first day at the club, that's what you do. And you can see that they're listening to him. And then he went on the bench after that. But today, the security that he gives, also he allowed Bruno Fernandes to be higher and do what he has to do and dictate the game. That's why he got man of the match. And I agree with you, he could have been Dalot, he could have been anyone. But for the first time, I saw what I used to see with his Ajax team. And he should be pleased with that.
You did give him man of the match, Bruno. Let's have a look at his goal. I know it was for an over covered today, and before the match we were talking about his overall game, what he offers when he's off the ball as well, and you were pleased with that tonight, or you were impressed by that tonight?
Well, I said it before the game and we said it. You cannot have a lot of conductors. For an orchestra, you need one. Today, Bruno Fernandes was the one conducting the orchestra.
Can I borrow your mic,
Of
Patrice?
course.
And then if you two could share that mic, is that okay?
Great win, great performance.
Congratulations, Erik. Thank you for coming to see us again. How pleased are you with that performance, and was that for you the best performance under your leadership of Manchester United?
Oh, we had some more good performances, I think, Liverpool, Arsenal. But today you see we develop, and you can see it the last weeks that we are growing in the season. That we get more proactive in and out of possession, yes.
Yeah, and it was a performance, obviously, that the guys gave the man of the match to Bruno, but they said it could have been a number of players. It was a great team performance.
Yeah, and Bruno scored, eh? So, but I know it will come with him. He will be. Sometimes you have periods, and you know that as a striker, then you don't score. You know that as a striker, over offensive player, you don't score. But all of a sudden you found it back. And I think for Bruno it's important. He scored a goal, but once again he played a magnificent role today.
You said after the Newcastle game, which was 0-0, and before today as well, only 1 goal in 3 games here as well, which was something that must have been potentially on your mind. But you said we broke them, but we didn't kill them. Did you feel you killed Spurs today? And is that the kind of intensity and the style of play that you want to see more of?
Yeah, first you get organisation in and out of possession, and then when you have that right, you need the right intensity, and you have to dictate that intensity, and I think that is what we did today. I'll be fair, I didn't expect it before, because Spurs, they play really good this season, and they play really solid. Every performance is that good. I thought before we have to be really good to win this game. But we did, and it was a magnificent performance, and I hope we set a new base, and now
and
from this on. I know we will not play every game good like this, but also when you don't good play, you have to win games, and that are good teams for.
You're playing against a top-class opposition there, and you did so many things right this evening. What impressed you the most? What pleased you the most about that performance? Was it the pressing? Was it the energy? Was it the way you defended? Was it the way your midfielders protected the back four? I mean, there was so many good things about it. What impressed you most?
Yeah, it's true, right? But there were so many things that were so really good. Our organisation, our pressing organisation was fabulous, magnificent. Also, I think the rest defense and the counter press was good. But also in possession, the switch of play, how we dictate them, how many chances did we create? A lot of dynamic in front. So I'm pleased with this performance, clear.
So what I like about the team tonight is the balance, and like that balance, and they have the same energy from the start of the game and the end of the game, because like you say, Tottenham is a difficult team to beat, and I was worried because first half it was still 0-0, we didn't score a goal, and I want really our team like to kill those teams, and we did it on the second half, but it's well deserved. I think this is the most complete game. I see, even if we have a great performance against Arsenal, against Liverpool, but I just feel this performance was the most complete.
Do you agree with that?
I agree. I agree with that. That we have, I think from start till end we dictate the game, and that is what we did in the against Liverpool, and Arsenal didn't do. But I only want to mention we had more good performances this season. But you see the development in the process, and I'm pleased with that, clear.
Patrice won't like me asking this question, but we have to know, did Ronaldo speak to you before he left early? He went off at 88, 89 minutes. Did he tell you he was leaving?
He was there. I have seen him, yeah, but I didn't speak him after.
Is that something that you would normally not want your players leaving before the end of the match?
I will deal with that tomorrow, not today. Today we.
That's a no. Then.
Enjoy the performance.
Exactly. We celebrating this victory, and now we have to recover from this. And Saturday, Chelsea,
yeah,
another big game, and that what the Premier League so excited.
Yeah, they come thick and fast.
Yeah. So
thank you so much. Thank you for coming to join us.
Great performance. Well done.
Thank you.
Please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you. Well done. Cheers.
Thank you, Erik. Thank you. I don't think he asked him.
There we go. You see, she won't be in trouble.
Well done. Well done.
Mo, c'est bon.
Congratulations, Bruno. First things first, I think, from Patrice there. Congratulations.
Congratulations for
Player
the man
of the
of the match.
Thank you very much.
You know, with a nice perfume.
If you choose the perfume, probably is good.
We heard you with your interview with Gabriel Clark ahead of the match, talking about class being permanent and saying, you know, that you weren't concerned about, certainly about goal scoring. You had other aspects of your game that you're really pleased with, but to get the goal as well as the complete performance tonight must please you enormously.
Yeah, obviously concerned I was because I want to score goals and I was not getting my goals, but was not my main focus. Obviously, I think the team was getting good results. The last one was not the result that we want. We want to win every game. Everyone knows that. But obviously, for me, as the team is winning is perfect. Obviously, as a player individual, I want to get my goals, my assists, because it's also part of my game and the position that I play. I need to have that.
Tell us a little bit about the urgency and intensity in the early period of the match, because tonight you had 28 shots on goal. After 27 minutes, you'd had 16, which was the most you've ever had under Erik ten Hag. So, you know, almost double that in terms of the intensity today. Was there a real kind of urgency in terms of the way you came out? Was that set from Erik before the match?
No, I think everyone knows that the manager wants to be intense, wants to play with that intensity, high pressure, try to be as much higher as possible. So whenever we recover the ball, we are closer to the goal. Obviously, I was saying to Marcos when he missed the first chance, I said to him, don't worry, if we create chances, we will get closer to score goals. So obviously, you get frustrated because you don't get your goal. We have many chances in the first half. But I think the belief of the team makes us win the game today. But I think the rest defense today was massive by Licha, Rafa, Casa, and the two fullbacks, and the reactions when we lose the ball over up front was probably the most important thing to win the game today.
Bruno, congratulations on a complete performance. I was going to ask you something. In your number 10 position, it was great to see you finding space. Have you had to adapt a little bit to play to two inverted wingers that they come inside? So Anthony comes into his left foot, Jadon comes into your space. In a way, it would be too many bodies coming into your area, but it was the opposite. You found the space, you found the opportunity even to drive through. How did you see that?
No, obviously today I think they want to press forward. You know, Tottenham with the midfielders, they want to go high. They want to try to recover the ball as high as possible as we do. So it was a little bit easier for me to get the spaces there. But we know that the manager wants a lot of bodies inside, and so sometimes even for me it's difficult to find the position. But I know that when they are there, I have to stretch the pitch and make the runs behind. So I create the space. I make the space bigger for my wingers, for the fullbacks that come inside, or the striker that can drop. Some games I will get the ball, other games is like, as I said, is more runs behind, more stretch the game, more give space for others.